Welcome to Chat's Fishing Tales. It's been a while since I put out a video. Apologize on that. It is April 12th, I believe, today. Wednesday day. I've got today off. Beautiful day. It's getting close to 70 degrees already. I haven't been out on the water yet. Hopefully some of you guys have got a chance to gotten out yet. But the weather's warming up, so what I thought I'd do now is just kind of do a quick walkthrough for my kayak this year. Tell you what I plan on doing and show you what I have. This little girl here beside me, or I'm holding here, this is my dog Molly. She's a little rescue poodle. So say hi, Molly. A little camera shy, but that's who she is. So let me put her down right quick, and then we're gonna do a quick little rundown of my boat. Okay. All right. Again, like I said, I haven't had a chance to get out yet, so I'm going to kind of go through here today. What I'm going to do is kind of tighten everything up. I like to tighten all the bolts and things up, and on all this, like on the drive, the handles, certain things like that, you know, that I like to tighten up just to make sure everything's good and tight before I go out on my first voyage. There's nothing worse than that, being something loose coming up in the water. I'm sure we've all been there before. So that's why you always have a little toolkit when you're in your kayak. Have a little toolkit and first aid, because you never know when you're going to need it. So I'm going to turn you around here, and I'm going to show you what I've got here just right quick. Okay, again, this is the Native Slayer Propel 10, a native watercraft, of course. You can kind of see what I got here, just kind of roof down. This is the, I believe they call this the Mossy Oak pattern, not Mossy Oak pattern desert camo. It's one of the camo patterns they got, and I kind of like the color of it, but this is briefly what it is. It's a 10-foot boat. It's very light, even when you got all the gear in it, and it is a pedal drive. I first had a feel-free lure V2, nice kayak, very durable, but it wasn't a pedal drive, and I didn't realize how good a pedal drive is until I actually used this. I just got this last year, so this is the 2022. But I didn't realize how good that paddle drive was until I actually used it. It's so much hands-free fishing. If you find yourself drifting into a too close to the structure of the shore, you just reverse out and move right back out, and it's a little easier on the arms to pedal. But this is a nice little drive that Native makes. Again, it's the Propel. I haven't done any modifications to the pedals or anything. Some people buy they'll buy a motocross or a bike pedals, but I don't really feel the need to. These are just fine with what I haven't had any issues with them so far, so they worked out really well. But what I got here, of course, I got my hatch here. We'll just start here at the front. Got the hatch open up. I got my rain gear in there. There's my life vest in there. A couple other some straps in there, different things like that. First aid kit will go in there, and the toolkit though is going to stay with me because I can easier access to it. Because I'm going to probably need that hopefully before I would a first aid kit. But I keep that in my fishing crate, so I can but easy access if it need to be. Now right here, even though you have a pedal drive, you still must have paddles. So I have, these are the Crooked Creek paddles. I got these, I believe at Amazon, really cheap, good price, but they are very, very nice paddle. They're offset. They've got the water protectors there, whatever on them, and again, they're kind of a camouflage pattern, but they come apart, which is what I really like. So when I'm out on the boat, they're together, obviously, when I have them out on the boat, and then I can just put this right here in this, and that'll hold my paddle. Put it right in there like that, and that'll hold my paddle out of the way for when I'm fishing and it's out of the way. But you never know if something would happen to your drive. You'll have your paddles, and also if you're in too shallow water to use your drive, paddle will come in handy. And also when you're launching, obviously I use the paddle to get myself away from the shore before I drop my pedal drive in. So that's basically it. This seat is so comfortable. I've added the kayak cushion, the rare limited bass pattern cushion they had. I added that onto it. Love that thing. You can sit in this thing all day long. Very comfortable. Have no issues with it whatsoever. It just straps down to the seat. Works like a charm. And also this boat is very stable too. I mean, you can I've stayed up in this. I cast standing up and everything out like that with no issues whatsoever. Come down here. I got a cup holder on this side. I can't remember if there's one on the other side. I really don't know, but I like it. It's got a good long track system here. What I like to. Before I go on, I want to show you my quick lock anchor system. Okay, this is what I use for my anchor. I'll show my anchor system over there here in a minute, but that's what I use for my anchoring, quick anchoring system. Well, I rarely anchor with the pedal drive. You really don't need to anchor too much. Come back here. I normally my catch board is under my seat, so I just had it here. But this is my catch board. This is the catch brand. This is the one you have to use if you fish any KBF tournament. You must use a catch brand catch board. So I picked one of those up last year, and then but that usually just slides under my seat down in here, so it's out of the way. I've never used this. This is a camouflage umbrella. It's got a clamp on. You can mount it somewhere. It could go over my seat and come down to cover me from the sun. But again, I have not used that. Come back here to the boat. Here's another hatch, access hatch. You can put stuff in there if you want. It's pretty small storage. I don't store anything in it, but it also gives you access to the back part of the hull if you need to. Come back here. Here's my the Sidekick Bonafide with the wheels. Now this is one thing I am going to change this year. For some reason, I have tried and I cannot keep this thing tight in my track system. It always has a lot of play, and trust me, if this thing gets play in it and this thing moves up and down, the wheels are useless. You can't even use it, and I've had to fight that, and I can't keep it tight down. So I did buy a different cart, just a strap cart that I can collapse and take apart, and I'm gonna throw it in my top hatch, or I can just walk it back up to my car when I'm done hauling it down to the water. But yeah, I am not gonna fight with this year. This was too much of a hassle. I love the idea, but I'm not gonna get rid of it. I may try it again later, but as for now, it will be gone. I will not be using that anymore. Right here, this is my fishing crate. I got this when I got my feel free. It matched the kayak, but it's a soft-sided. It carries 6 rods here. So I've got 3 here, or is it 6 or 5? 3 on this side. Okay, 5. I got 2 rod holders on that side, so it holds 5 rods. So I've got plenty of rods. Plus, I've got 2 rod holders. One here, and then there's one on that side, and I'll show you what that thing is going to be in a second as well. But I also keep this little small foldable net in one here. I really like this net a lot. It collapses and it folds, and it's plenty big. It's got the rubber kind of netting on it, so it don't hurt the fish at all. But I use one of my rod holders for that, so that takes up one of the rod holders again. And then of course on the back here I got my flag for when I'm transporting it. You need that because it sticks out past the bed of the truck. I also do have the Boondocks rudder system down here. I do love that. It does make the boat turn a lot easier. But you want to be careful. That's why you definitely want a cart, because you don't want to keep dragging this thing around and tearing this bottom up. So let me show you what this thing is. I'm going to do a video on it separately. This here is a painter's pole, and this is going to be my camera pole for when I go. What I like about this, it adjusts. It's probably going to be hard to do with one handed. Let me try my right hand here. But this will adjust, and I'll do a separate video. But what it does here, this will adjust, and this part here can adjust up to 4 feet, which is plenty of angle. And there's an attachment you can buy that I ordered to go on here, where you can attach your camera on it. It's never knew such a thing. Just found out about it the other day, so how to get one. But I really can't afford, or don't want to go out and pay $100 for a pole. But the camera has it, so I just stick this in here. I'm going to tether this down in here, so number one, it'll be more stable in here. As well as if this would happen to fall out, I won't lose it. It'll be stuck with my kayak, and I won't lose my camera or my pole, because the camera is waterproof, so if it does fall in, it won't hurt it at all. But I'm gonna do a video on that. I think that's gonna be a neat little thing to have. Just kind of walk back here again. I think I've covered everything on that side. Of course, here's the steering column. Here's the steering wheel, if you want to call that the steering handle. The anchor I use, like I said, I do use it's the downrigger weight, shaped like a fish. I think that was kind of cool. It's 5 pounds, and I use one of those the diving reels, And this hole with the float on it, the diving reel here and this float on it, it's got some paracord braid that's up to like, I don't know, 500-pound strength, so it's not going to break for nothing. So then I just tie my float to that. This thing also floats, but that float also add an additional float if I need to quick separate that. Basically what happens is this carabiner right here will go, let me walk back around. That carabiner will go onto this rope right here. And I can slide the anchor, this rope here. It's got the quick release cleat here. And this rope will go all the way down here. And what I do is I tie it off. I untied it for the winter. But I'll tie it back to here. And this has some play, this has a lot of play in it. And what that does, it keeps it on the straight path, so it'll keep that anchor. And I can slide anchor from the back of the boat. I can move it all the way up to here. But if I needed to release the anchor in a quick system, I can just do this. And I can just turn this handle right here, and this thing comes out. It's a lot easier now. This thing, turn that, it comes out, and no more rope. And this will fly down. That's why I got the float on the anchor. This will float away. This will float in the water, and then I can, once it's safe to come back, I can go back to and retrieve my anchor, and that works very well, because I do believe in a quick release. Because if you haven't had some pretty bad waves come your way yet, be prepared, because this is only a 10-foot kayak, and the waves really do affect that more than I thought they would. Just be sure you want a quick release system when you do anchor. But again, like I said, I don't anchor that much, because with the pedal drive, I don't feel I really need to. I don't fish a lot of rivers. I fish more small lakes and ponds and things. I do have my 2023 sticker. It's not on here yet, so I am going to put that on here today. But make sure you follow the regulations of your state, what you need to put in here. This is a non-motorized permit. They've got a motorized if I put a motor on it. But this allows me to launch in any public waterway in the state of Indiana. So make sure you follow your rules and have one of those. They're only $5 for really here anyway, so it's real cheap. Small price. But that's pretty much it. Again, like I said, when I get it fully done and ready to go, I might do a quick video over what I did, like I said. But that pretty much covers it, what you can see here. So if you got any questions, feel free to comment down below, ask away. I'll try to answer the best I can. Or, tell me what you guys are using, what your setup is, what you like about yours, maybe some tips, maybe you saw some things that I could improve on, that'd be great. Or if you like something, what you saw, ask me some questions. I can go into more detail on that, be glad to do that as well. And also be sure to hit like and subscribe on the video, so I can get more content out, coming out. There's gonna be a lot more. Like I said, I'm gonna hopefully be out on the water soon. I might do some smallmouth fishing this coming up Saturday, because the weather's supposed to be really nice. Again, like it has been in the 70s. I'm off, so I might do a little river wading for some smallmouth, and that's always a lot of fun to catch the big brown bass. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, it was just a quick walkthrough of my boat. Love to hear what you guys got out there and everything, and hopefully you get out there on the water soon as well, because it's time. I'm so ready. Until next time, enjoy. Have a great day. I'll see you then.